Hey, how's it going, ladies? Who am I here with?
Whitney.
Where are you ladies from?
Originally I'm from Indiana.
Are you ladies single or in a relationship?
Single.
Okay, so what would you say the dating scene is like for the women here? What are the men like in Dallas?
That's a loaded question.
Loaded?
I would say it's kind of fast paced. Dallas is a very situationship type area.
What do you mean by situationship?
And honestly, I will say I feel like a lot of it is because I feel there's a lot of men that are career based, which is not a bad thing, but at some point, when are we ready to settle down? If that is the case, say that up front, because then we end up in situationships for like 2 months.
So you're saying that the guys here are career based, but not relationship based?
Correct.
So I'm hearing a common theme here in Dallas for the ladies, that the guys are, in any other state and city, this is a compliment. The guys are successful, the guys are business oriented, but it's just something that's just not clicking. What would you say would have to change for there to be easier to join union with men in Dallas?
Here, women approaching men is probably a lot more common than, and I don't know where that's stemming from, where that's coming from. And maybe it's just that women here are more mature and they feel like, I could step up to asking a guy.
The guys have a lot of options here, obviously.
Yeah.
They're not giving the women the attention like they would in different cities where they would want to settle down. The women are successful as well.
Yeah.
So what would need to change for both to come together and to be in a relationship?
I mean, honestly, I just think it's like self-identity, like knowing that you're mature to put yourself out there in the dating world. I feel like don't put yourself out there in the dating world if you're truly not ready to dedicate time to that, because it takes time. And I feel like people are eager to want to be with someone, but they're not ready to put in the time that's dedicated for it. And it's like, it's not really fair to the other person, especially if you don't disclose that right away. Us maturing on both sides and saying like what it is that you truly want, and not making the other person feel silly for being honest about how they feel about it.
Curveball question. Would you rather be in a city where most of the men are relationship based and going after a career, or they are career based and going after a relationship?
Honestly, you have to be stable. Like, having a career is important, because I feel like money really does ruin relationships.
It ruins relationships?
Yes. If I'm standing on my own 2 feet and you're like sitting here, figuring out what your next steps are gonna be, eventually a man is gonna feel emasculated because of my success.
Oh, so the lack of money would ruin relationships?
So yes.
Oh,
exactly.
okay, I get what you're saying now.
A man wants to feel proud of himself first, and I feel like once he feels proud of himself, then he has something to offer to this woman. And I feel like that just makes the relationship easier when they feel like, they have established something for themselves.
Is this a city where women have to be a lot more assertive towards getting the man if they want the man?
Yes, I agree with that.
Do you feel like it's something wrong with it?
I don't think it's anything wrong with it, but I do appreciate chivalry. If I am being assertive and I, introduce myself first, like I expect follow through. If I'm sitting here doing all the work, then no. No, because I want my man to be in charge, like give me a reason to be submissive to you. If I'm doing all the work, I'm not gonna be submissive to that. It's gotta be an even balance.
You are okay with submitting to a guy?
Yes, if he is giving me qualities to be submissive to, yes. But I
House,
feel like that is
wife
definitely
type.
something that's earned. I don't feel like you should just give that power away. Flowers are important. This is a PSA.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to ask for flowers. I
just
want
for
flowers.
it.
Like, that is, I don't understand where that has gotten lost in the atmosphere, but man, please. Flowers are important.
In closing, what advice would you give to ladies looking to join union with someone in Dallas?
To love yourself first. Self-respect is everything, because when you know your worth and your value, nobody can take that away from you. And you are what you attract.
Well, I appreciate you ladies giving me your time. I know it's hot out here. Much love and light to you.
Sorry y'all for all the sweat. 'Cause, woo!